Well, when you think of Phil Taylor against Kevin Painter, you cast your mind back to 2004, that epic World Final. Some people say one of the greatest matches there has ever been. Painter losing 7-6 on that occasion. Will he get revenge tonight? Helen.
Kevin, do you still feel like you owe Phil Taylor one from that World Final 3 years ago?
Well, maybe, you know, on the day it didn't happen for me, but I've played him so many times since, and I think he's had like 115 averages every time since then, so you know, I don't get much of a chance since then. But
he always brings his A game to Kevin Painter.
He certainly does, and if it's not him, it's Raymond. So
yeah.
You know, one day he's going to go out there and not play so well. I mean, I'm not stupid enough. I mean, if Phil plays his very best game and I play my best game, he's going to win because his best game's better than all ours, isn't it? But,
honesty, yeah.
Well, of course it is. You know, I'm not stupid, but you know, one day he's going to go out there and not play so well, and I've got to have my best game to take him out.
You know his game so well. He knows your game so well. Do you do anything different preparing for a game against Phil Taylor?
Not really. I think, if anything, I'm more relaxed tonight than I was the other night because, you know, when you play Phil, you know, everyone expects you to lose. And you can relax a bit more. The other night I played Adrian Gray, fantastic player Adrian, but, you know, on paper I was expected to win, so a little bit more pressure there. So I'm not scared of Phil. He doesn't bother me playing him. I just want to go out there and play well and see what happens.
Well, we know he's been knocked out of the last 3 tournaments, so maybe anything could happen. Thanks.
Surely can. Thank you.
Well, there you have it. Kevin Painter looking fairly upbeat ahead of his match against the man looking for his 9th title in Blackpool with Helen.
You had a day off yesterday, Phil. What did you do?
Took my little grandson down to Fleetwood to my mate Alan's, and he went and played with their 2 sons.
Did you think about darts at all?
No, I didn't actually. No, I was resting yesterday for a bit, and then I practiced in the afternoon. Well, about 7 o'clock last night.
Okay. And what about the rest of the tournament as it goes along? Do you keep an eye on it, or do you just look at the results when they come in?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's certain players I've played with over the years, Dennis and Colin Lloyd. So I always, you know, and Wayne Mardell. So I always check on how they're doing, and not so good this time, unfortunately. But yeah, I do watch what's going on.
Okay, and your game with Kevin coming up then. We all know what we're going to get. We know both you players. It's going to be a good game.
Well, both of us are out to win the tournament. It's not so much animosity between me and him. We're both there to win. You know, we're both winners, and that's what makes it exciting, I think. And I think you'll see a good game tonight.
Does
It'll either be a good game or a bad game.
Don't think it's going to be a bad game.
I don't think so either, but I think it'll be a good game.
All right then, thanks for talking to us, Phil.
You're welcome.
Yeah, good luck.
You're welcome.
He had the fire back in his eyes, didn't he, in that match against Wes Newton. Stumbled to start, but sprinted to a 10-2 victory, which Phil Taylor will turn up tonight. Our MC, John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an atmosphere here in Blackpool! The Stan James World Matchplay second round, best of 25 legs. Time to meet the players. Would you please welcome from March in Cambridgeshire, the artist, Kevin Painter!
just wonder what effect that 100 average from Adrian Lewis, Phil Taylor's former sparring partner, is going to have on the 13-time champion of the world. Kevin Painter wants to do the business up there today. Will he cause the upset? Commentators Dave Lanning and Sid Waddell.
I like your phrase, Clarky, my son, fire in the eyes. I have a feeling there will be oil in the arm and lightning in the skies. There could be good rockin' tungsten wise tonight. Taylor's up for it. Exactly, Adrian's done 100.5 average. Walk out for 105 or higher, because his opponent mentioned he usually does 115. Dave Lanning.
They don't officially turn the Blackpool Illuminations on for another 6 weeks, but the power is on in Blackpool tonight, and this man, Kevin Painter, might just feel the blowtorch blast of Taylor at his very best. We have protagonists with a bit of previous, and this could be just a bit tasty.
The maestro of understatement, Dave Lanning, dramatic-wise. The understatement being the has-been needle in Las Vegas 3 years ago. There was an argument about Taylor going into the red zone up the back of Painter. They don't send each other birthday cards. They don't text often. And I'm going to take umbrage with my good pal Freddie Flintoff. We didn't slack Taylor. We merely said the other night he'd been off the pace recently.
Yes, and the records show that. But Taylor, his usual game, won the darts, gave them to Painter. So Painter with the first throw a 21-gram unicorn. Remind you, for any newcomers, it's the best of 25 legs, first to 13. A tie-break will apply if they finish up at all square. So here is Phil Taylor, looking to re-entrench himself after a couple of disappointing classics.
That's what Shakespeare would call a double superlative. I don't think he re-entrenched him, but I know exactly what you mean to that. Taylor landing a stack of dart first, as Kevin follows up with a nice marker to the 16. And what fun we've had today! Van Gogh and blistering, then Ronnie Baxter coming good in the clutch. Adrian Lewis, best average so far of the tournament. No show pony, brilliant. Power. Looking to dominate things here against his arch rival.
95.
Absolutely packed, and it's heaving here at the Empress Ballrooms at the Winter Gardens. The streets of Blackpool are deserted. It's a ghost town. There are the Taylor family. His wife Yvonne there left of your frame.
And his amanuenses, his faithful Sancho Panza, Marta's head there, who does everything for Taylor, bar chew his chips.
Kevin, you require 121.
121 for Painter to hold the throw.
$89.
And he's well set here. Taylor hasn't by any stretch flexed his muscles thus far.
But remember how abysmally started the other night against Wes Newton. 78 average for the first 3 legs, end average 98. Just 99. Drove on after 4 legs of feelers. 16 coming in. Oh yes, 117 average to Painter.